Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill and couple games with almighty Slipper. How about that? We have this tank tech tree, top of the tree, so let's have some fun and let's enjoy ourselves while making this tank work. Tank, honestly speaking, is not really good. I think E75 is superior tank compared to the VK, but it is how it is. It's okay. There is nothing bad on having not so great tier 9. Nevertheless, we will try to make it work. Quick information for you. I personally rated this tank 2 out of 5 stars, so that means it is a bad vehicle. Community is rating this tank closer to the 3. I don't feel like the tank has too many things to offer, to be completely honest with you, even though armor is fine. It's just simply not the best tank in the world of tanks, at least in my humble opinion, and there is significantly more better tanks out there, right? When we have this out of the way, we are playing in Studzianki and counter battle. Skill, I have a question. You are saying E75 is significantly better than this tank. Why so? Well, you see, we're gaming buffed E75 some time ago. They made, if I remember this correctly, better alpha damage, maybe a bit better gun handling, and this tank is stuck with old 490 alpha damage. And plus on top of that, rear-mounted turrets, or I suppose to say rear-mounted turret tanks are overall usually less flexible. They are like one-trick ponies that are able to side-scrap around the corner somewhere, and this is pretty much where the fun ends, right? This is how I look into this tank, and this is how I feel like about this vehicle, fellas. Nevertheless, we will try to be successful, and we will try to make this mother trucker work, fellas. This is our goal, this is our dream, and this is what we are looking at. Now, this is a bit of the difficult situation for us. Why is it so difficult? Because 60TP most likely shooting hits, so he would be able to shred us like there is no tomorrow, and we need to keep this in mind. Nevertheless, we are okay. We are feeling pretty fine, and all we need to do for a full happiness is to hit his cupola. But good luck hitting his cupola with a gun like this. If you are wondering how the gun handling is rated of this tank, actually gun handling is rated good. Okay, interesting. Interesting. For some reason in my memory I have like the gun handling is tiny touch worse compared to the other tanks, right? Like E75. But maybe this is just a memory jet lag, if I can say so, right? So far, I mean, I cannot complain for not hitting the bloody 60TP into cupola, okay? I definitely cannot complain about that, can I? It is a very difficult and complicated shot to do. Meanwhile, what would I like to see here? I would like to play literally here. So we have a very, 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 very hard duty to cross through the open field if we want to get plenty of the free stuff for ourselves, right? And we definitely want to have a bit better position. My goal overall is just to annoy enemies to death, right? This is the goal. Kunze is sniping from the back, 1-1B sniping from the back. Yikes. This doesn't feel good, does it? This doesn't feel good, fellas. Okay, let's take our time to turn a bit, and what I want to do, I want to say hello for this 1-1B, for obvious reasons, right? The guy doesn't sit in the best position ever, it is completely fine, and this is what we want to see. Now, we are feeling alright. We are making sure that enemies are going to be in the crossfire. And if enemies are in the crossfire, obviously they are going to sit in very, very, very bad case scenario, right? Beautiful. So far, so good. So far, we are doing very, very, very good stuff. We are okay, we are chilling, and we are enjoying ourselves. Now, I'm not going to give up. We are eliminating this 1-1. Beautiful. And the next gentleman that we are going to eliminate is going to be either Centurion Action Shit or either Shelma. Since Shelma is going through the open field, we are eliminating Shelma. That's great. and next victim is going to be this Centurion action shit, right? This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. If I would be in this gentleman's side, I would start shitting my pants right about now. Unfortunate shot for us. We are not going to complain though. We are feeling alright. We are side scrapping here like there is no tomorrow, and we are making sure we are going to punish this mother trucker. Although gun doesn't feel that great. I actually need to do compare. I need to compare this tank against the E75, because the E75 gun definitely feels a tiny touch better, right? At least this is how it feels like at this point. But once again, first game may be very unlucky, and there is still plenty of the ways for us to improve and to have pretty much better situation, right? Beautiful. Luckily for us, Kunze Panzer made a mistake, so we punished him, and luckily our team eliminated him from the game. That's absolutely glorious. Okay, what do we want to do? We want to keep shooting APCRs for obvious reasons, and we want to get involved here. We are not going to stop for a second. We are just going to go full in. Type 5 heavy is down to fartable. 777 is down to fartable. So all we need to do, we need to penetrate them, and we are going to be all right. And in the same time, we need to keep this in mind that there is a Death Star sitting over there as well. So it would be absolutely glorious to slap this guy in the face, right? I want to load high explosive ammunition special for this type 5 heavy. I know I can simply slap him and eliminate him from one shot. That's great. This is exactly what we are looking for. Very, very good. And we are just making pressure just like so, fellas. We got this. We are okay. We are fine, and we are having a great time. Gold on. That's okay. We are getting a bit more involved here. That's excellent. This is a beautiful ass shot. Very, very nice. And even though this Lorraine is looking at us, it is kind of irrelevant at this particular moment. He can try to aim as much as he wants to. It is just nothing what he could do for us, right? That's all right. Now, how to eliminate the Death Star and how to eliminate this Lorraine. Death Star is making pressure. Unfortunately, I missed the shot, which was very unfortunate, but it's okay. Now it is our time to shine, and now we can go in. We are instantly eliminating Lorraine 50T for obvious reasons, right? Okay. Lorraine is sitting in the deep Kaku hole. Luckily, we track this mother trucker just like so. And what I would love to do, I would love to survive this hit by this mother trucker. And I think we can survive. That's okay. He did not eliminate us from the game, and we are feeling pretty fine. And now we need to figure out how we can slap this E50M or Char Futur or Donkevica. How about that? We are going in through the middle of the field. I really want to spot, and I really want to slap the living crap out of the enemies. Okay, what do we know? We know that this mother trucker is sitting right here. One sniper schnitzel returner back to the base. It is not a game changer for us, even though we lost a bit of the hit points. It's okay. Do you see how much effort we need to put in order to get 3.4 thousand? I mean, maybe this is unlucky game. Maybe. Just maybe, fellas, this is unlucky battle, right? I feel like we are sweating our balls over there. It feels like we are trying to do our best, and this is definitely a struggle. I don't feel like the armor of this tank is so crazy. I don't really like that the turret is rear mounted, if you know what I mean. Plus on top of that, I don't really like the gun handling at this point. But once again, maybe this is just a first game, and maybe we are just starting everything in a negative way. Maybe it's going to be better. Obviously, tanks that has a selling point of the armor only, right? We need to keep in mind that we need to have a good matchmaking as well, right? We definitely need to keep this in mind. Meanwhile, let's see how compare would look like. E75 and VK. What is the name of this tank? I forgot. Let me see. VK-45. Okay. Looking into all of this, yeah, I mean, I feel like it is worse than E75. On the paper, it definitely looks like this. E75 has better alpha damage, it has better DPM, it has better aiming time, and it has better turret traverse dispersion, right? I told you, it definitely felt like this tank is lackluster compared with E75, but that's okay. We double checked it out, and now we know, fellas. Very, very good. 3.4 thousand damage, 1,000 assisting damage, 5 kills. I am feeling pretty okay. We finished at first by experience and third by the damage, which I'm happy about, and we got 29,000 profits, although most of the profits or all of the profits are coming from completing the mission. That's okay, fellas. Let's give a break for this tank. We are going to be fine. Let's try to play better, and I want to have at least one game where we are hitting 5,000, right? Oh, would you look at that? That looks pretty good, fellas, looking into matchmaking. Today's YouTube video, by the way, fellas, is going to be a bit different. You will see games not in row. In other words, as a fourth game and as a fifth game, you are going to see a struggle house, and you are going to see straight up a struggle, right? Getting maps whenever we cannot get so much use, and whenever we are driving like headless pigeons and whatnot. It's important thing to say. So this most likely is going to be the second battle of today's YouTube video. It is important thing to say. I want to show you the struggles of this tank as well, and there is a reason why this tank is rated not even average in the index page, right? Let's keep this in mind. And now, let's have some fun and let's enjoy. This map is actually good. We can play hold down, we can side scrap. I believe we can get plenty of the good things done, right? So, matchmaking wise, tier 10 matchmaking, a bit of the struggle, but that's okay. That is completely fine, and that is all right, fellas. Where I can play, this is a difficult situation. Where I can play and from where I could get some more use here, huh? I mean, I could potentially make a hardcore pressure here, couldn't I? I think I could. Okay, first things first. What I would love to see, I would love to see some sniper schnitzel sitting over there, right? We are already pre-aiming, and all we need to do, we need to see someone making a silly goose mistake here. Bad shot by me, I cannot complain about this. It has nothing to do with the tank. That was just simply a bad shot. It happens for the best of us. We are fine, we are going to survive this, we are okay. Very, very, very interesting play by enemy platoon. Enemy platoon is just simply making pressure like there is no tomorrow. I'm spotted. That indicates for me that they have a light tank bastard sitting right there, so we are going to go for a blind shot. Definitely not a direct hit, but that's okay. I'm not going to cry over this, and I'm not going to complain over this. Where exactly is this mother trucker sitting at? In my humble opinion, there should be a mother trucker in the bushes here, okay? At least this is what I think, and this is what I want to believe. How about shot like so? Definitely not a direct hit, unfortunate, but it is how it is. We are okay. We are just trying to dig this Mantif whore out of here, fellas. That's what we are trying to do. Not as easy and not as simple as I would love to say it is. Enemies made a humongous mistake by being super aggressive in this game. There is only one way how I am thinking about getting involved here, and that is by making a hardcore pressure like so, okay? I think we can have a very, very, very good game, but for that we need to take this side angle here. Luckily, this phase 1 doesn't pay attention, so we can punish him. That's great. And now we should be able to punish him again, honestly. Luckily for us, this gentleman is a bit as a tourist, right? And I love tourists in World of Tanks. Appreciate your local tourists and have a lot of fun while farming them. Yeah, you can see from my reaction, fellas, I am having a dreadful time with this tank. You can see that from my reaction. I am trying to make it work, truly, fellas, but this tank doesn't have as many selling points as I would love to say it does, okay? I would love to say, fellas, this mother trucking tank. Oh my bananas, would you look at that? Armor is useless. You are slow as F. The gun handling doesn't treat us that well. Egg tuna, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What a bloody tank this is. It's okay. It's okay. We are not giving up. We are trying to get as much use as we physically and possibly can. We are okay. We are not giving up, fellas. That is very important. We are not giving up. We are just trying to get as much damage as we physically and possibly can by slapping enemies in the face, right? There is a reason why this tank is rated bad, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. There is a reason why it's rated bad. I do not rate tanks bad for no reason whatsoever. I am considering, you know, the situation, how I would feel like with E75 in most of the cases, and how do I feel with this tank. And oh my bananas, I would trade this tank into the fraction of the E75. Or maybe this tank is a fraction of this E75 overall. And by the way, please keep this in mind that we are spamming the gold right there, right? No cupola shot. Ooh, fellas, ooh. It's okay, it's okay. It's my happy place, it's my lucky place. I am chilling, I am enjoying myself, I am okay. It's a horror movie, fellas. It is a horror movie, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. It's straight up horror movie. That's okay. You know what? Sometimes it is how it is, and sometimes this is as much as you can get, right? And sometimes you need to be humble, you just need to accept it. You need to say thank you very much for what you have, and you need to be just simply humble and to say thank you very much. Better luck next time, right? Although that was a good shot to the E5. Okay, fellas. We are doing some heavy lifting here. Look at this cupola shot out of the 5th time. Woo, fellas. Yeah, this is going to be a challenge, fellas. Overall, I mean, I still need to get 100% on this tank, and I must admit, I am definitely not looking for that. I needed to load high explosive shot to eliminate the phase 1 who is AFK. AFK, fellas. AFK. You can imagine how the things are looking like here. Oh my bananas from Banana Land. Pre-aim shot and now. Beautiful pre-aim. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is the game I'm talking about, and you see how frustrating that is. I have a feeling that the gun could be rated lower than it is rated now. But once again, that's only me, and maybe I am exaggerating. Well, maybe not exaggerating, but maybe I'm just unlucky, right? You see that the gun doesn't treat us too well, but once again, it is how it is. Not much what we can change about that. Okay, let's see. Can we find a decent angle to slap the Manticore? Can we find a decent angle to slap this gentleman? This is the question. I don't really think we can. It is a game over. Let's see the score after 2nd game for you and after 4th game for me. Okay, fellas, would you look at that? Beautiful first class. We are flabbergasted and we are feeling great. 3.9 thousand damage, 200 assisting damage. What a game. First by experience, actually 2nd by the damage, and we definitely received some more damage playing with this tank. I'm not talking about damage as a damage, but I'm talking about the damage over there, right? It's okay. We are not going to cry over this. Let's go for a 3rd game for you and the 5th game for me. You will see those games which I skipped. Don't you worry. You are up for a treat. I can guarantee you that. This is actually a nice map, fellas. I really need to highlight this. This is a very, very, very good map for this tank. So let's try to get some use and let's try to make this mother trucking tank work. What do you think about that? So first things first, we are going into the heavy line. We are going to try to do the things properly, and this tank is good at side scrapping, okay? So we are going to hug some line and we are going to pretend like this is our lucky place and happy place, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I am thinking. This could work just fine for us. Everything is fine and everything is Gucci. Now the question is, do I want to instantly go super aggressively or do I want to side scrap around the corner? I still do not know. Our triangles are pushing in front. Okay, we can definitely see that. What is happening in my head at this point? At this point, I am thinking about side scrapping here, okay? We are taking this position here and we are just hoping that enemies are going to mess this up and the enemies would try to play here, right? That's what I am looking for and that's what I like to see. Or that's what I would love to see, right? Okay, Vaka arrived here. You could see this Schlagbaum or however it's called gun. Good, we are slapping our brother from other mother into the turret. Yes, you can penetrate this tank into the turret just like I did so. Nothing too crazy, nothing unusual, easy penetration, we are fine. Now, we can clearly see that this Vaka should be paranoid, okay? At this point, this Vaka should be paranoid here and he should be afraid of making any pressure whatsoever, which isn't the worst thing for us. What I would love to see here, I am just waiting at the moment. I am just waiting. I know I'm proxy spotted. I'm very, very well aware of that. I am okay. I want this guy dead. After he will die, we can do something else. Would you look at that? Sniper Schnitzel sitting from here. Let's try to punish him. Blind shot definitely went too high. It's okay. Not a big deal. We are going to be fine. Our VK is making a hardcore pressure as well. So what we are going to do, we are going to join him here. And we want to relocate just like so. And now we want to say hello for Mr. E50. E50 should be paranoid about this because whenever we are going to peek, we can just simply slap the living crap out of this gentleman. The question is, will he realize this in time or not? I really doubt he is going to realize this in time, so all we need to do, we need to slap him and we need to go back. So far, so good. We are chilling, we are enjoying ourselves. E50 is thinking about his life choices, and we are going to slap him for 500 in the face. Now, beautiful, very, very nice. Excellent. Now, the question is how we can get some more use here, right? Because our team is dominating this game. Our team is slapping the living crap out of literally everyone sitting in this area. And what I would love to do, I would love to go for some blind shots towards the sniper schnitzels here, right? That would be absolutely amazing and that would be great. In fact, I think we can just simply go in front and we can just make as much pressure as we physically and possibly can. Char Futur is here, doesn't actually change anything. I am stopping for a second. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, that was brain dead. I messed this game up myself. That was just simply straight up idiotic play from my side. It's okay. I got what I deserved, and I played this badly. I knew about all those sniper schnitzels here, but for some reason I overestimated my powers and I just simply went through the middle of the field. That's straight up idiotic. This is not the tank, this is me. Anyways, you still have 2 more games to see. Let's teleport straight into the round number 4 for you. Ooh, would you look at that? This matchmaking feels significantly better, but boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot play in the valley. This tank doesn't have good enough gun depression in order to feel good. So I am not going to the valley overall. I just don't feel like it would be a great option for us. And I don't feel like we can make it work, if you know what I mean. So instead of making a decision to play somewhere over there and feed the guys who are going to spam hits in front of us, what we are going to do, we are going to go into the city and we will try to be powerful in this way. I have a feeling that we are going to be very successful, and I have a feeling that we should be able to slap the living crap out of everyone sitting here, okay? This is what I want to believe, but obviously time will show absolutely everything. Now we are taking our time and we are slowly but surely simply relocating. We slaughtered one tourist who was just pushing through the middle of the field, which obviously wasn't the greatest choice by him, but that seems like him problem. Also pay attention at the amount of the forces that we have here. Skill, what that means? Well, that should mean that we are going to lose this side, because looking into all of this, enemies has 5 guns here, we have 3 guns. So yeah, advantage is definitely towards the enemy side, but obviously we will see how long it would take for enemies to react and to start making hardcore pressure. And looks like they're making hardcore pressure already, fellas. Definitely not ideal and definitely not great. That's okay, so far we are fine. I don't really want to turn around yet. I think it is a bit too early for this. And I would love to make simply hardcore pressure over there, and hopefully we can eliminate all of their sniper schnitzels and all of their scouts and all of their safe defense parameter players, right? That's the plan, that's the hope, that's the dream. Okay, as you can see, enemy heavy line is just going like a bloody volcano. No one can stop them, and they are just simply making a hardcore pressure over there. And unfortunately for us, there is one bad thing, and that bad thing is that unfortunately, but we are not meeting anyone here, so we are traveling for 2.5 minutes pretty much. If I could turn back the time, I would play the game a bit differently. What the actual... Okay, that was a bouncing shot, right? If I could turn back the time, I would play the game a bit differently, and I would pretty much have a safe defense parameter somewhere over there, but we are okay. We are not going to shit our pants. We are going to be fine. So, what do we want to do? We just want to make a hardcore pressure here. I'm not going to fully aim, I am just going to go for a random shot here, and hopefully we are going to get a bit of the use. And this is the powerful move from the tank like this, fellas. Whenever you are top tier in this type of situation, you are just booming, fellas. I mean, pay attention at this. Those tier 7s, they have absolutely no chance to penetrate us, and we are just simply making a hardcore pressure here like there is no tomorrow, right? And if I would be the tier 7, I would see this tank in front of us. I would think, egg, tuna, that doesn't feel great, and it is not the best situation ever, if you know what I mean. Oh my bananas, this tank feels so bloody weak. Yeah, definitely far away from being ideal, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We are trying to cap this base out just because why not? We need to make sure that we can get in, we can simply make a draw out of this game, right? If it is possible, that would be absolutely amazing, and that would be awesome. Meanwhile, I don't really think there is a chance for a draw unless we are killing this charioteer. Charioteer has been killed. That's absolutely glorious. Yeah, I think this game showed some things, how this tank can feel and how this tank can look like. It is important thing to highlight. As you can see, whenever you are meeting a lower tier tanks, you are definitely extremely powerful mother trucker, but playing hold down with this tank is definitely pain in the buttocks. You just simply cannot do that. You just can't. So you need to look for other alternative options, and definitely alternative option would be to find a place to side scrap at and just to try to get some use in this way. Anyways, lower tiers couldn't do shit for this tank, so that is very, very good, but in the same time, let's get real. E75 would feel significantly better, and we would be able to play hold down in this type of situation. But yep, this is the game which we had. It's okay. I think it is important to highlight, and I think it is important to showcase how the things can look like sometimes. Oh, yup, tararai, fellas. We are getting all the worst maps for this tank. Where is my Ensk? Where is my Himmelsdorf? Where is somewhere where I can play and side scrap? Ay. Westfield encounter battle. This is horrible because I cannot play hold down. This tank is not created for that type of shit. So what we are going to do, we are going to craft a bit different strategy. I'm not even considering playing over there in the heavy line. It is not worth it, fellas. It is straight up not worth it. Instead of doing that, what I would love to do, I would love to play against mother truckers that are playing somewhere over there, right? My goal would be to take this beautiful position here and just try to punish enemies straight in the face like so, right? We have a nice angle, we are going to annoy the enemies and we are going to be okay. All we need to do, we need to have this beautiful side angle for everyone who would make some sort of silly goose move over there, okay? Arta slapped us, doesn't really change anything. This Arta will use half of his ammunition in order to eliminate us from the game. So I am feeling relatively fine and I am feeling relatively good. What I would love to do here, I would love to see someone overpeaking in this position, right? That would be absolutely glorious and that would be amazing. This play is very valuable. You can definitely get a lot of use by playing this way, and you can definitely slap the living crap out of the enemies that are overpeaking like this as well, right? So we need to keep this in mind. We are feeling kind of fine. We are feeling kind of fine. Meanwhile, we noticed that E50 is playing here in the open field. That's okay. Can we slap the living crap out of this gentleman? This is a different question. I am trying to go for no-aim shot towards this trash burn. Unfortunately, we cannot do so, but it is okay. And we are feeling just fine. Now, what would be ideal case scenario for us if we would be able to find a decent enough angle to punish folks here? But as you can see, it is a struggle and it is very complicated situation for us. Are we going to cry over this? Absolutely not. Are we going to make it work? We will try to do our best in order to do so. All I want to see overpeaking mother trucker sitting here. That's all I need for a full happiness. That's all I need for a full happiness. It's okay, assisting damage is very welcome, and we are feeling great. Another shot by the Arta, which is kind of irrelevant to be completely honest with you. I am feeling great. Believe me or not, I am feeling just great here. How about the proper angle for this E50? Do we have a good enough angle to punish him here? That's the question. It's okay, relax, take it easy. We have all time in the world of tanks and we do not need to panic, fellas. All we need to do, we need to figure out maybe we could spot this E50 sitting here. Unfortunately, we cannot. And making a hardcore pressure here can be very dangerous and very difficult. Okay, E50. Can we eliminate him? He's down to fartable at this point, but once again, this is a struggle, fellas. It's okay, we got this. Step by step, little by little, we are just trying to get involved and we are just trying to eliminate this guy from the game. Good, Hori is sitting over there. That's definitely not good, but it is how it is. I am taking my time to aim the shot. Luckily, we hit him. That's good. And now Hori is definitely going to be aggressive for us. I do not have any armor against the tanks like Hori, fellas. There is no armor. Keep this in mind, but it doesn't change the fact that we will try to escape and we will try to get the most use. Yeah, it's a fucking nightmare. Okay, fellas. Definitely a nightmare situation for this tank. This is what I'm talking about. For tanks like this, you need to have a proper maps. If you are playing in open map, it's bad. If you are playing in a map which asks for gun depression, it's bad. There is a reason why this tank is rated bad in the index page. It's truly a disgusting experience to play with this tank, at least for me. I do not know how I could have played the game better, apart not making a hardcore pressure like this and sitting in the same position somewhere over there and hoping for the best. Brutal session. Very hard. Okay, fellas. It was brutal. So far, I mean, I knew this tank is going to be a hard pickle to make it work. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to play a couple of more games, but you may see the battles in a bit different order, if you know what I mean, right? What do I mean by saying this is most likely this is going to be the last game which you are going to see. So why am I bothering to explain it? It's completely fine. All good. 1.4 thousand damage, 2,000 assisting damage. Everything is fine. Everything is Gucci. I believe you are going to see the endgame results after 5 games or so us playing with this tank. But let's teleport to the clip now. Okay, guys, I have a score out of 4 games. It is dreadful tank. I hated my experience with this vehicle. I did not enjoy playing with this tank. It was very, very, very bad and very disgusting. I really need to highlight this. As a tank, you want to see you want to be top tier matchmaking in order to get some use with this vehicle, and in order to get some use you need to have good maps as well. If you are getting Westfield, you can see yourself you can't play hold down. If you are meeting the guys who are spamming gold, good luck. You cannot do anything about this. The tank overall is straight up disgusting, in my humble opinion. But hey, that's only me. Feel free to leave your comment down below. And it was a horror show with this tank. Definitely far away from being ideal. But that's what I have for you today. Eventually we will work on 100% with this tank, and I can promise you that it is going to be a journey, let's say like that. For now, thank you very much for watching. I love you with all my heart, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.